bitch? Where's your face, bitch? You send me. You put them saying that. Oh, you better hope. Put your face on,
Listen,
bad boy.
listen. Can I talk? Can I speak? Can I speak?
No, not until you show me your face. Show me your face, you fucking pussy. Show
Listen,
me your
can I
face, you
speak?
gutless little bitch. You bagman in front of all your mates. Go
Listen,
on.
can I
Fuck
speak?
off, you prick. Time's up, bitch. Wow.
Hello, all you hardcore boxing fans out there. How are you doing? It's Russ here from Porky's Corner. You already know that, don't you? That's why you're watching. You're watching in case I say anything controversial, which we do every video. But I'm just saying that you're only watching because you know that we're going to tell it straight on this channel. I'm pleased to say that the videos we put out last month, if you divide the videos we did into the views, it's 10,212 out for August. So we've got some building up to do on that, haven't we? But subscriptions should be around about what views average out in the next couple of weeks. I think we're up to 9,600, aren't we, subscribers? So it's a captive audience what we've got. The point I want to make is this. For me, it's not about that, because this is a passion to me. It's what I do. It's what I enjoy. And what it may turn into is pie in the sky at the moment. I'm just having fun with it and enjoying correcting the bullshit that's in boxing, a sport that's very dear to my heart. I love boxing, right? If I weren't doing this, I'd be going around as many shows as I could, amateur shows and professional. I love boxing that much. But I don't like how the sport's run. From top to bottom, from the border control to the sanctioning bodies, to the drug testing, to how fighters get paid, to fighters being on ticket deals. I don't like how all that's run. I don't like it one bit. I don't like the refereeing. I don't like the judging. It's all askew kind of thing, or what's the word? In America, if your steering's not straight, they call it's askew. Well, in the UK, we say steering's out. Well, steering's out in boxing, isn't it? It's the same old people doing the same old things, the Warrens, the Hearns, the border control, the same referee, A-star referees. It's the same old cliquey people, even the same old people doing drug testing. And it's got to a stage now, the sport, where fans are not interested. 18 to 24 age group are now going to watch UFC, MMA. We have analytics that prove that the age group's down on boxing and that it's gone up on their sport. I bet Dana White must be pissing his pants. Eddie Hearn will know all this. Frank Warren will know all this because they're very sharp individuals. What are we all doing about it? Instead of trying to feather your nest and get money out of it, like with these YouTube carry-ons and all this and bad matchups and dangerous matchups, why don't we just start again? Start again. Now, if I wanted to be involved in boxing, and I do, and we're backing a kid, South Yorkshire Packaging and Porky's Corner, we're backing a kid from day one. And if that kid decides to do one down the line, well, so be it. But if you can get them at a young age and start again. I used to say to Dennis Hobson, Dennis, you need some new signings from debut, start again. And in 5 years, you can pluck them. You can get your money back. He didn't listen, did he? And that's why he's in the predicament he's in now, with fighters that are ex-white collar, and how many white collars he's got on his show. It hurts me to see it because I know what everybody's saying behind the scenes. But it's festered into the sport now, isn't it? It's festered in to the sport. Everybody trying to get a few quid. Instead of thinking about what's right for the sport. It shouldn't be about money. Why did all you lot get involved in boxing in the first place? You got involved as amateurs, didn't you? There were no money then. What about all them amateur coaches in country? They don't take a bean out of the sport. I'm not going to say the names because there's that many. And if I forget some, they'll say, well, you didn't mention me, because I know quite a lot. But all them amateur coaches in country give the time up for free. for free. Them kids that they train do it for free, right? They do it for the love of the sport. Just like footballers, they played Sunday league, didn't they, as kids on a Sunday morning? I did. You did it for free, didn't you? And then when you get involved in professional football, it's about money, isn't it? I understand it's a business and that, but boxing shouldn't be like that, though, should it? It shouldn't be like that. Somewhere along the line, everybody's losing their mind, and the media are playing a big part in it. I keep digging media out because these people are giving people platforms to come out with bullshit. Like John Fury demanding £1 million to fight men pushing 60-year-old. What's all that about? Isn't he supposed to be all for boxing and wanting to get Tommy a world title? Tommy's not even going for an area belt. They didn't put him in for one. And however, back matchmakers tell me everything. Go and look at the guys Tommy Fury's fought, but yet he's demanding millions and millions to fight Jake Paul. What's going on? We've got Evander Holyfield. He could have died at weekend. Is that what we're going to have, a body on slab before somebody's going to sit up and listen? Why ain't nobody mentioning Scott Westgarth, who died on Steffi Bull's show? Nobody mentions that kid. Do they know more? Why is that? 3.5 years ago, Scott Westgarth died. May he rest in peace. Nobody mentions his name, do they now? Why? What about Scott Westgarth? Hey, why not? That were a proper professional fight. And he won the fight as well. Do we want something like that on our hands with somebody who's a bit older? Because if it can happen to somebody as fit and bull strong as Scott, it can happen to anybody. Why are promoters playing with people's lives? Why have we got people like John Fury demanding £1 million and being given the platform? Why aren't these YouTubers saying to him, John, why don't you turn it in, mate? You're an old man who weren't even good in your peak. Why? These YouTubers are saying it to people behind the scenes, but they're not saying it on camera. John Fury needs to turn it in. Could you imagine Lennox clipping him? He could end up brown bread, but we're going to have one on slab then, are we? Touch wood, we don't. Is David A going to end up on slab? Eh? Because he's a desperate man now for money. Desperate people do desperate things, don't they? Is this what we're going to have? Eh? Is this what we've got? Glenn McCrory was here with Begging Bowl a couple of months ago, wanted to fight Roy Jones. Oh, I've still got it, you know. I've fought since 80s. What's all that about? Hey. World champion in mid-80s, wasn't he? Late 80s or something. Well, it's been out at ring, what, 28 years or something, 27 years. What's all that about? Who's going to give Glenn McCrory a license? Who would even put him on an exhibition? Is this where boxing's heading? Am I going to be the only one leading charge with Boxing Asylum and, you know, beautiful boxing podcast that Terry Chappendama runs? Are we only ones that are going to say anything? Hey. Is this where sport's going? Hey? It's unbelievable, isn't it, what's going on? Liars and vagabonds and people using people. I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen the sport this low before. I mean, we've got John Fury here at BT Sport on a salary just so we can keep Frank in the loop about what's going on with Tyson and Tommy. Is that where we're at now? John Fury being given a license and a platform to say and do what he wants and talk utter rubbish and make and invent stuff up. Is this what we've got? Hey. And we go enough with Spencer Fearon with his fantasies. And when he's coming out daily on platforms, talking Fantasy Island. Hey. Look at John Fury and Spencer Fearon's records on BoxRec. A pair of them couldn't fight for toffee. Can't fight for toffee. John there's saying he's beating bare knuckle man for 100 grand, and Spencer there's saying he's a gym daddy. I'm a gym daddy. I don't turn it on in front of lights, but in the gym I do. I've seen you sparring at Jim Anthony Small, Spencer. Go on, get your son off. Chatting shit. But are we going to see somebody get hurt? Is that what we're going to see? Somebody get hurt? Eh? Is that what we're going to see? Somebody get hurt? Am I wasting my time with this channel? Does my channel need to be about other things, giving an opinion about other things, as well as boxing? Do I need to put 50% less effort into boxing and put 50% into something else? Because opportunities are coming knocking for me, because I'm pretty fearless. We all know that, don't we? Opportunities are coming knocking. Am I wasting my time doing this? Hey, am I wasting my time chasing all this lot round block? Liars and vagabonds and cheats and backstabbers. Is that what we're at here? Is that where we're at in boxing? Hey? We've got Joe Fournier coming out. So don't forget, it's not even on BoxRec, Fournier and Hay. We've got Joe Fournier, this fake billionaire who's not a billionaire. He's coming out saying only 2 other people went distance with David Hay. He's your best mate. He carried you. Get a grip of yourself. You can't fight for toffee. Even John Fury and Spencer Fearing have beat you, and they can't fight either. We've got that Valdez failing a PED test. And then he gets beat on the night where they're giving the decision. Because why is that? Is it because of who he's connected to? Is this where boxing's headed now? Oh, it's okay. He's failed a PED test. It's all right. We'll just give him a license, and he's got to do a course on that, and you know, and be an ambassador for safe testing and drug testing, all that shite. You know, drug testing program for WBC. We be crooks. IBO's the best belt. They're the only one with any credibility, and IBF and IBO. The rest of them, well, we don't even count the WBO. The WBA has gone under, haven't they? And look what WBC are doing. They're hanging themselves. That leaves IBF. They were done years ago in 80s, weren't they? And IBO's only one with any credibility than IBF, in my opinion. But people say IBO's not a world title. It's the best belt out there with most credibility. Plus, they don't do mandatories, but mandatories don't mean fuck all when promoters going to have a rematch clause. So what's point in working you out to a mandatory if you've got to fight the champion twice? What's all that about? Ergovic, he can't get a fight, can he? Hey, Dylan White didn't want to fight him, did he? So he's got another win on his record, but who's he beat? Not beat anyone yet, has he, Ergovic? But he can fight. So good luck to him, he's just won. Sam Eggington's carrying the sport at the moment. Good old Sam Eggington. He always looks bashed up, doesn't he, even when he wins? But I want to say well done to Sam Eggington, and well done for Mick Hennessy for taking a punt with him. Oh. So well done, Sam Eggington. That's fight of the year by a country mile at the moment. Well done. He's a good TV fighter, Sam Eggington, and whenever he fights, I always want to watch. So, Team Sam Eggington. I'm glad that you escaped Barry Epstein's clutches anyway, Sam. What's Eddie Hearn's role in the Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall fight? Because I know Woolhouse says it's a done deal, that fight now. But Eddie Hearn says the fight couldn't be made because Shields wanted too much money. So if that fight gets made, it makes Eddie Hearn look a laughingstock, doesn't it, really? Do you think? I think it does. I think it makes him look a laughingstock, but I'll be Team Savannah on that fight. Obviously, it won't be able to happen in America because Peter can't go to America, but if it happens at UK, I'll be ringside for that. Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn should have had a meeting, shouldn't they, at the beginning of COVID? What's that, 18 months ago, 17 months ago? They've still not had this famous lunch that they were going to have, that Cougs were going to film. So all this time and they're still not met. So do they care for the sport of boxing? No, I don't think they do they really? They can't work with each other. What are they put on, about 5 fights in the 11 year? If they'd have put 2 a year on it, there've been 22 fights, so we've been robbed of 17 fights, haven't we? I don't know. We've got Bob Arum, Frank Warren, Eddie Hearn saying, yeah. Well, to be honest, not Frank, but Bob Arum was saying there's not a problem for Joshua Fury in Saudi. Eddie Hearn was saying it's a done deal. I don't think Frank Warren were shouting it from rooftops, but he sort of went along with it. I think what we've got here is Frank Warren. He can't control Tyson and his dad John, can he? That's why he's given John a job with BT so he can stay in the loop. I don't think he can deal with them, can he? They just do what they want, don't they? It's like a comedy act, isn't it, John and Tyson? I think that Tyson don't want that fight. I personally don't think he wants to fight Joshua. I think he's made enough money. Why risk it getting bladdered against Joshua? Because it's possible, isn't it? It's possible. Does he fight Wilder next? If he don't fight Wilder next month, they're finished in boxing. There'll be lawsuits and all sorts I'm hearing. So it's going to be interesting to see, isn't it? It's going to be interesting. Chris Eubank Jr. Who's he fighting next? Some guy I've never even heard of. I mean, they keep digging him up for him, don't they? Eubank Jr. tune-up fight to have a tune-up fight. I don't know. I'm not going to comment on Bricktop's show at the weekend. Not going to comment. It's not worth commenting. I was disappointed that Sonny Edwards, aka the Roadman Killer, I was disappointed that he wasn't fighting, aka Stuart Little. So that disappointed me. Amy Timlin fought in Spain, didn't she, and got beat. Dave Colwell had a lot of slaver over that, and so he should, because she was thrown under a bus once. She wasn't seasoned enough to take a fight like that on. And Jordan Gill didn't want to take Josh Whalen over 12 rounds, did he? Good old Jordan Gill. That fight got stopped. Oh, we only won it over 10 rounds. Well, why not 12? You know, but Amy Timlin, we can throw her under a bus just to please other people. We know about Kugan Cassius, don't we? An IFL reporting me for putting that clip of Dave Caldwell up on my channel that was an IFL copyrighted 20-second clip on it, 15 seconds. Where Caldwell. Coogan protects him from incriminating himself by eating up. See what we're trying to do? We're trying to show a pattern. So I don't have liars on my channel. I check my stories out with people. And there's more to come on the Dave Caldwell situation. And all you people will keep trying to say, oh, no, he's all right, you know. Well, you're going to think differently in the next few weeks. I can assure you of that. I can assure you of that. So, but there's people who, let's just say, are going to come on the channel. They're just waiting to see what the lawyers say. Oh, yeah, it's that deep. So that story's on hold at the moment. But I think what it needs is it needs Dave Caldwell in front of my camera. Like I said the other day, it needs him on my camera, whether it's at his door, his gym, in the street, in a car park, whatever. You need to answer some questions, Caldwell. You need to come out and do an interview. Because you're not doing anything at the moment. You're not even putting anything out. Because you know, don't you, what I know. So the net is closing in. Innocent men come out fighting, don't they? That's what innocent men do. Guilty men go no comment and say fuck all. When I used to get locked up, I used to go no comment. I used to think, oh, fuck it, let's just go no comment. Hope it goes away. You know what I mean? That's why Billy Joe won't make a statement. Because he wants it all to go away, don't you, Billy? I'm only saying what everybody else is saying, Billy, but they're not going to say it to your face because you're a bully, aren't you? You could terrorise them. But you won't terrorise me, will you, Billy? No, you won't. Bullies don't terrorise people that stand up to them. Isn't that right, John Fury? Yeah. As you can probably see, I'm probably up to here with boxing at the moment. And when I get up to here, I just let rip. But if you tell the truth, how can you do anything wrong? Well, you can't, can you? You can't do anything wrong if you're telling the truth. So All right. I think that's about it, really. We've covered a few things today. We've done quite a few videos last couple of days. I hope you enjoyed Weapon of the Week. There's more to come from the channel. Loads more to come. Oh, yeah. We've got a few more exposees. There's a few people going to be run out of sport. Yeah, we're not messing about. We're going to run these fuckers out of sport that want running out of the sport. And like I keep saying, if anybody's got a problem, you're more than welcome to get in touch. The email's porkycorner@mail.com. That's no capital letters, and it's not porkies with an S at end. It's porky, PORKY, Porky Corner, CORNER @mail.com. If anybody's got a problem with any of these videos, all right. Isn't that right, Coogan? Bit trappy to YouTube, eh? You grass. But it don't matter. This is what it is, isn't it, Coogs? It is what it is. But somebody told you to do that, didn't they, Coogs? Because normally when I meet you, you're all right, aren't you, Coogan? You're quite humble in my fucking presence. So I think that's about it. I don't really want to say much else. Does Conor Benn win a world title? Does he fuck? Does he fucking hellers like? Fucking don't even win a British. McKinson punches him upside down. So does Chris Conger, Chris Jenkins, David Evanesian. He don't even fucking dream about him. So, but they wanted David Evanesian to vacate European, didn't they? So they could spoon feed Conor Benn, a journeyman. That's boxing for you, innit? And then Conor Benn had been parading European belt, going, "My old man didn't even win a European." Now your old man went straight for Commonwealth and then WBO, which weren't even recognised back then. WBO were like the WBF now, or IBA. But it is what it is, isn't it? Does Anthony Joshua beat Usyk? In my opinion, he loses by knockout. Does Joshua beat Tyson Fury? Not in a month of Sundays. Gets smoked. Gets beat up badly against Tyson Fury. Does Huey beat Aimer? Yes. He does. Does Joe Joyce beat Huey? I think that's a 50-50 fight. It's a good fight for Huey, that. Good fight. Does Dylan White beat Huey? No. Does Wilder beat Huey? I don't know. That's a 50-50 fight, maybe. We'll see. It depends what happens next. Does Dylan White beat Wilder? No. Does Usyk beat Wilder? Yeah. I think Usyk's best guy out there, apart from Tyson Fury. I think Usyk's the number 2 in the world. I think Tyson 1, Usyk 2. Joshua 3, Wilder 4. That's my top 4. Dylan White's not even on landscape. So, okay. That's about it. So, okay, so peace out, keep on trucking, keep supporting boxing. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment. But most of all, I've got your attention, and that's what I wanted. Yeah, that's right. I've got your attention. Yeah, that's what I wanted. And I'm happy about that. And I wanted the attention of my peers in boxing. And I don't give 2 fucks about casuals. They can fuck off. Watch golf or something. You know what I mean? Or tiddlywinks or fishing. Go and fuck off out at sport. You don't want to know about sport as it is. Go fuck off with Eddie Hearn out at sport. So, big shout out to Sam Eggington for trying to keep boxing alive, Sam. Well done, and for keeping it real. Keeping boxing real. All right, that's what boxing's about. Sam Eggington. But AFL won't be beating his fucking door down today, will they? They'll be beating David fucking Hayes' door down, won't they? To talk shit about him fighting Tyson Fury. That's what will be happening today. David Hay will be inundated with interviews from all the fucking usual YouTube shite circle. They'll all be stuck up David Hay. Nobody will be going to see Sam Eggington, will they? Hey, poor old fucking Sam Eggington, fucking putting his life on line in a proper fight. Proper fighting man. Nobody will be near Eggington, will they? They'll be fucking sucking David Hay off. And John Fury, because he's offered fucking whoever out. Holyfield Bowe, Mike Tyson, fucking Lennox Lewis. for and he wants £1 million. They'll all be fucking chasing that shit, won't they? When really should be at fucking John Pegg's gym, going to speak to Sam Eggington. That's where you fucking YouTubers should be. All right, go on, fuck off.